Alongside Enoch Mwamba and Milt Siegel, and for the first time since 2018, the Ottawa Redblacks finally defeat an East opponent at home. And stop me if you've heard this before, a wild ending to another CFL game. So let's start with the ending of this one. We had Bo Levi Mitchell drive the Hamilton Tiger Cats down the field. They get the touchdown. They don't get the two-point convert, but there's under 30 seconds left on this clock. And all of a sudden, they decide not to kick it deep. And I get it. It's Deadman on the other side. You may not want to see him. But that turned out to be a pretty big error.
No, absolutely. Again, it's the Deadman walking effect again. He didn't even return one to the house today, but he was able to impact the game. They didn't want to kick the ball to him, and that allowed him an opportunity to have a short field and Drew Brown to do just enough to get into the end zone and get the opportunity to win this game. I mean, this is what you got to do, and they did enough. They did just enough to win the game.
As you said, they got the ball at almost the 55-yard line. You're 2 plays, 15, 20 yards away from being in field goal range with Lewis Ward, and that's exactly what happened. You have to make it tough on the opposing team, because what happens in the CFL, when that clock stops after every play, 28 seconds could seem like an eternity, and that's exactly what happened. Even on the third down, when they was 3rd and 1, make it a little bit tougher on them, blitz them, make them throw it over the top. Just don't give them those quick outs, those quick slants or whatever, and that's what happened, and the Ottawa Redblacks took full advantage of it and got another victory.
Well, and here's the problem now for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. They're 0-4 on the season, and you look at their schedule, and we were discussing this before the game even began. You have the BC Lions, and then you have the Toronto Argonauts, then you get the Elks, okay, but then you have back-to-back against the Montreal Alouettes. We've seen this team have slow starts, but this is just a daunting schedule as well right now.
I mean, there's a lot of things to figure out in Hamilton right now. I mean, there's a coaching staff that they just changed. They just brought in a whole new coaching staff, offensively speaking. Defensively speaking, off the top of the show, we talked about how they brought in new guys into the mix on defense, and you saw missed opportunities, and you wonder if it's changes on play calling that actually caused that to happen. But they have to figure things out right now, because you talk about the Eastern Division right now. Montreal is up ahead, is running away right now. Toronto is looking to take position. Hamilton has to figure it out right now.
And I know one player who's frustrated. He won't say it publicly. He's not that type of player. But Bo Levi Mitchell was playing some good football, but there's no victories to show for it, so it means nothing. So they have some things they need to fix, because they have some tough losses. There's something called soft losses. These are tough losses right now. They've been in a position to win every single game, and they haven't been able to answer any of the calls. So they got some things they got to get figured out.
And another small positive, too, Tim White finally got back on track, too. He had a very nice game in this one. By the way, the theme of week number 4 was all about the kickers. We had 3 walk-off field goals. Hopefully week number 5 is just as exciting as we send it back to SportsCenter.